Chosen one, you passed God's hardest test unknowingly. Results were excellent. You're not here by accident. Something deep in your spirit led you to this moment, and I need you to stay with me until the end. Because if you leave now, you might miss the very word that unlocks your next miracle, the breakthrough I've already set in motion. This is not ordinary. What I am about to reveal will bring tears to your eyes and fire to your soul. Chosen one, I am speaking to you. Yes, you. You passed the hardest test I gave you, and you didn't even know it. And now, everything is about to change. Comment Amen to affirm that you're ready to receive this. You didn't recognize the test because it came disguised as heartbreak. It came in the form of silence, betrayal, delay, rejection, even confusion. While you were weeping, thinking I had forgotten you, what was really happening was something sacred. I was watching you closely, not your words, but your response, your heart, your endurance, your quiet trust when nothing made sense. You didn't know you were being tested, but you passed with excellence. And now, I'm opening the gates to what has been held back for so long. This test wasn't about your strength. It was about your surrender. When you had nothing left, but still chose to believe. When you had every reason to quit, but still stayed faithful. You didn't beg for applause. You didn't broadcast your pain. You just kept going. Heaven saw it all. Angels were assigned to record the moments you chose love over bitterness, silence over vengeance, faith over fear. And those unseen decisions you made, those became the reason I am now pouring blessings over your life. The results are in. Heaven reviewed them, and I'm here to tell you they were excellent. You didn't just pass. You passed with grace, with humility, with a spirit that made me proud to call you mine. And because you endured what others would have cursed, because you remained true when others would have turned back, I am about to reward you in ways you never imagined. This reward is not just for your past pain, it's for the legacy you're building through obedience. Pause for a moment, and like this video, if you know deep down that what you endured was more than just life, it was preparation. I am affirming it to your heart now. Some blessings take time, not because you're not ready, but because others around you are still being positioned. You weren't delayed, you were preserved. You weren't overlooked. You were hidden, protected, shielded, because the weight of what I'm about to place on your life couldn't be released until this exact time. The hardest test had to be passed without you knowing, because if you had known, it would have changed your motives. But you stayed pure. That's what makes your results so powerful. Comment 1111 if you believe the timing of God is perfect. There were days you thought I was silent, but I wasn't. I was watching. I was measuring your response, not just to the good days, but to the unseen battles. That's where true trust is born. You didn't just trust me when you were blessed, you trusted me when I was quiet. That's why you're about to see a move in your life that feels sudden, but it's not sudden to me. It's scheduled, it's right on time, and it's a direct response to the test you passed in the dark. You wondered why some things were taken away, why some people disappeared, why doors didn't open. It was part of the exam. I allowed some of those losses not to punish you, but to sharpen your focus. So that when you rise, and you will, you'll know what truly matters. You'll rise with wisdom, with gratitude, with peace, because you didn't force your way through. You flowed with me. You let me shape you even through pain. Every tear counted, every sacrifice is being honored. You didn't need to explain yourself to others. I was the only one who needed to understand, and I understood. That's why this next season will feel lighter. I'm removing unnecessary burdens. The kind you carried silently, the kind no one else saw. I saw. And now, I'm shifting them off your shoulders. You'll feel it. You'll notice it in your body, your mind, your spirit. That's how divine release feels. Freedom. You are chosen, not because you're perfect, but because you said yes. Yes to growth. Yes to patience. Yes to waiting on me, even when it didn't make sense. The tests are over. The silence is breaking. The delay is ending, and the results are in your favor. Get ready to walk into answered prayers that feel unreal. Because I'm not just blessing your today. I'm reaching back into the years the enemy tried to steal from you, and I'm restoring what was lost. Comment 222 to declare that restoration is coming for everything the enemy touched. You were fighting battles nobody knew about, internal storms that felt unbearable. And still, you helped others. Still, you showed love. Still, you prayed for people who hurt you. That's the kind of heart that moves me. You didn't just survive. You chose to grow through it. And now, I'm taking you into a space where everything that once made you cry will become a testimony of how powerful I am. You didn't know this was the hardest test because it didn't come with instructions. But that was the point. I needed to see your heart without guarantees, without confirmation, and you gave me that. You proved that your faith wasn't conditional, and because of that, I'm about to make your name echo in places you've never stepped into. I'm about to bring favor where you were once forgotten. I'm about to honor you openly because you honored me privately. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. Heaven has already begun moving things in your favor. Behind the scenes, angels have cleared paths, assigned new relationships, aligned new resources, and the next steps you take will feel guided, because they are. You passed the test, so now I am guiding you into fulfillment. Not struggle, not confusion, fulfillment. You will look back and see that nothing was wasted. Your waiting was not wasted. The nights you spent crying, the days you walked around smiling through your pain, they were not ignored. In fact, they became the evidence of your resilience. You didn't crumble when everything was shaking. You stood still when others ran. And because you didn't chase the blessing before the time, I am now releasing it without delay. There are gifts with your name on them that no one else can open. They have been sealed for this exact moment. Comment 333 if you trust that God's reward has your name on it. I know you felt tired. I know you felt forgotten. But the truth is, you were being refined, molded, shaped. Your character was becoming stronger, even when your body felt weak. That pressure you felt was not punishment, it was preparation. Just like gold must pass through fire before it shines, you were passing through a fire that didn't destroy you. It purified you. It realigned your vision. It helped you recognize what truly matters. And now, because you've been tested, you can be trusted. Many people want blessings, but few can carry them with humility. You are one of the few, because you allowed me to break the pride, silence the ego, and strengthen your spirit. You became mature when others chose to stay shallow. You grew roots in the dark. And now that light is shining on you, your roots will hold. The spotlight won't crush you. The favor won't change you, because you know who brought you here, and you will not forget. The blessing I am releasing over you is personal. It's not just what you've prayed for. It's what you've cried for in secret. what you've whispered to me when no one else was around. Those quiet conversations, those were the ones I listened to the most. And now I'm responding. But I'm not just giving you one thing, I'm opening doors in every direction. Because you honored me without knowing you were being observed, I'm giving you favor that can't be earned or explained. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. People are being stirred to help you, support you, and bless you, not because of who you are in their eyes, but because of who you are to me. I've placed an anointing on your life that makes you unforgettable in the spirit. Even when others tried to ignore you, they couldn't erase the presence you carried. Because it wasn't just you showing up, it was me walking with you. Comment 555 if you believe your name is being written into divine opportunities. Everything that was silent is about to speak. Everything that was stuck is about to shift. I've seen your tears, and I've also seen your heart, how you kept choosing love, grace, and hope, even when you didn't understand the outcome. That's what this test was about. It wasn't about what you knew, it was about who you chose to be when you didn't know, and you chose well. Don't let the enemy make you think nothing changed. So much has changed. What I'm about to do for you is already in motion. You'll notice little signs at first: unusual peace, unexplainable joy, people showing up with what you've been needing. Then it will grow. Momentum will build, and suddenly what was once your greatest battle will become your loudest testimony. You will speak from healing, not from wounds. You will lead from overflow, not from lack. The hardest test required silence from me. But now I speak, and what I speak is blessing, honor, elevation. No more delay, no more confusion, no more wondering if I'm with you. I am, I always was. And now I'm making that clear to everyone around you. I'm lifting your name in ways that show it was never about luck or talent. It was always me. The blessings will be layered, not rushed, but steady. Financial provision will come. Emotional healing will flow. Relationships will be restored. Purpose will be reignited. You won't just feel alive, you'll know why you're alive. I'm bringing clarity to the parts of you that felt scattered. You'll look in the mirror and see peace in your eyes again, not the peace the world gives. The peace that only I can give, the peace that tells you everything is exactly as it should be. I am your God, the one who never left, the one who saw the betrayal and stayed with you, the one who saw the failure and still called you worthy, the one who saw the delay and used it as protection. Your path was never forgotten, it was hidden for the right moment. And now I'm revealing it piece by piece. Stay close to me, because what's next requires your full attention. The promises are real, but they require trust. You may feel nervous stepping into what I've prepared. That's normal. But don't let fear hold you back. You already passed the test that fear thought would break you. You're stronger than you realize. And you won't be walking into this next season alone. I am going before you, clearing every obstacle, removing every unseen threat, and placing my hand on every door you walk through. Comment 777 if you feel God's hand guiding your next step. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Let go of the past once and for all. I know it hurt. I know you still replay some of it in your mind. But you can't bring old fear into a new season. The pain served its purpose. It taught you, it changed you, but it no longer defines you. What defines you now is the favor you carry, the identity I've spoken over you, and the promise I made that I will finish the good work I started in you. Rest, breathe. It's okay to stop running. The storm you've been in is ending. The noise is quieting. I'm placing you in still waters so you can hear me again. I'm calming your soul so you can receive without striving. This is not a season of hustle. This is a season of harvest. You worked when no one clapped. You gave when you had little. You stayed when you could have walked away. That's why this reward will feel like rest. Because you earned it through surrender. Many turned away when things didn't go their way. But not you. You stayed. You stayed when the storm got loud, when the path looked dark, when the promises felt distant. You clung to hope, even when it felt like hope was slipping through your fingers, and I saw that. I counted every moment you held on when everything around you said to let go. That's why you're about to receive what others thought was impossible. You didn't just survive, you remained faithful. Comment 999 if you believe your faithfulness is about to be rewarded. I know how heavy your heart has been. I know the nights you wanted to give up. I know how alone you felt, even in rooms full of people. But you were never alone. I've been with you through it all. And now, I want you to see what I've been preparing while you were waiting. You didn't waste time. You sowed seeds. Seeds of loyalty, seeds of worship, seeds of silent strength. And now, those seeds are about to grow into a field of divine favor. There's something beautiful that happens when a soul chooses me without knowing the outcome. You didn't have a guarantee. You didn't have a clear picture, but you chose me anyway. That kind of trust doesn't go unnoticed in heaven. It activates doors to open, burdens to lift, and miracles to be released. What's coming to you isn't a random gift. It's a direct response to the depth of your devotion. You passed a test that was crafted uniquely for your journey. This wasn't about how loud you could shout. It was about how deep you could believe. And you believed, even in silence. You trusted, even through heartbreak. And now I'm proving to you that I am the God who sees in secret and rewards in public. Your reward will be undeniable. It will quiet every doubt and silence every lie the enemy tried to whisper into your ears. You're stepping into proof of my presence, not just my promises. Comment 1010 if you know this is your confirmation. You will no longer wonder if you were seen. I saw everything. I saw the times you gave without receiving, the times you showed up even when you were empty, the moments you prayed for others while battling your own war. You carried weight that should have broken you, but it didn't. Because I held you together, I strengthened what was weak, and now I'm going to restore what was lost in the fight. Your strength came from me, and because you used it to build others instead of tearing down, I am multiplying it. This next season won't require you to fight the same way. The doors I am opening won't be forced open. They'll swing wide on their own. Because you didn't force my hand, I moved in response to your obedience. And when I open a door, no one can close it. What's coming is secured by my authority, not man's permission. Don't second-guess the blessing. It's yours. Don't disqualify yourself because of your past. I already covered that with grace. Don't let fear make you forfeit what you've waited so long for. Step into it with boldness, knowing I am with you. Every moment of surrender has been counted. Every act of obedience has been seen. Every sacrifice has been stored. And now the storehouses of heaven are opening for you. I've assigned angels to walk with you, to guide, to protect, to minister to your heart when it grows weary. You are not walking alone. You've never walked alone. But now I'm making my presence more evident. You'll feel it in your spirit. You'll see it in your life. What once felt distant will now feel close. Because you've passed through the test, now comes the closeness, the clarity, the calm after the storm. Comment 1515 if you're ready to walk with God more closely than ever before. You've been misunderstood, judged, rejected, but I never rejected you. I chose you. Even when others walked away, I held on. You are not defined by the people who left. You are defined by the God who stayed. I stayed through your tears, through your silence, through your doubts. I stayed because I never intended to let go. And now I'm wrapping you in peace so deep that it quiets every ache you've carried. You didn't pass the test by being perfect. You passed by being honest. Honest in your prayers, honest in your pain. You told me the truth even when you didn't understand mine. That's what I love about you. Your realness, your rawness. I didn't need perfection. I needed your heart, and you gave it to me. So now, I'm giving you back what the world said you'd never have: joy that lasts, peace that remains, favor that surprises you. This is not just a reward, it's a reversal. I'm reversing the years of dryness, loss, confusion, and delay. I'm turning your mourning into dancing, your tears into testimonies, your setbacks into setups. And I'm doing it publicly, not to humiliate others, but to honor you, because you honored me when no one was watching. Now I will honor you when everyone is. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. You will no longer live in fear of the future. I'm holding it. You will no longer dread another season of struggle. That season has ended. What you're stepping into now is covered, not cursed. It's surrounded by grace, not heaviness. And it's filled with purpose, not confusion. You'll feel like breathing again, smiling again, living again. Because my spirit is refreshing every part of you. So stand up, chosen one. Not in pride, but in holy confidence. The storm was never meant to drown you. It was meant to deepen you. And now that it's past, look around. The sun is rising, the clouds are parting, and the ground beneath you is firm. You're walking into something you don't have to question, because it's not just a season, it's a shift. You're about to see what happens when I release blessings that were stored up through years of faithfulness, not all at once, but in waves, waves of grace, waves of favor, waves of restoration. You held on during the drought, and now the rain is coming, the rain that heals what was dry, the rain that softens what was hard. You stayed planted when others ran. And now, you're going to see what harvest looks like when the soil was watered by tears. This test you passed, it wasn't measured by what you did publicly. It was about your heart when no one was clapping, when no one said thank you, when no one saw the weight you were carrying. That's what made this test the hardest. Because you were under pressure with no validation, but you still showed up, you still loved, you still served, and I, your God, recorded every moment. Not a single act of obedience was missed. Comment 1717 if you believe your silent sacrifices are about to be rewarded. There is something sacred about silent strength. When you kept showing up with a gentle heart while being crushed behind the scenes, that moved me. That was your offering. Not loud prayers or perfect words, but your quiet endurance. Your whispered surrender. Your ability to keep loving even when you were bleeding inside. That was the kind of faith that heaven takes note of. That is what I am now honoring openly. What is coming next for you is not by chance, it's by covenant. I promised I would bless those who walk with me, even when the path is unclear. And you did. You trusted me in the fog, and now I'm guiding you into the clear. The days ahead are going to look different, not because life gets easier, but because you're walking in power now. The kind of power that comes from having passed through fire and still choosing to love me. This power will be quiet, gentle, but undeniable. You'll see it in your peace, in your decisions, in the way you carry yourself. I am lifting the spirit of confusion. I'm clearing the noise. I'm settling your heart. Because you can't carry this next season with fear. It requires confidence not in yourself, but in me. I will never lead you into a place where I won't provide for you. I don't just call, I cover. You will notice your prayers change. They'll sound more like worship now. Because you'll sense me in the room. I'm making my presence known again, in ways you haven't felt in a long time. Not because I was gone, but because the test required silence. Now, your spirit will begin to rest again. Not because everything is perfect, but because you know I am near. That's the kind of peace that can't be shaken. Comment 1919 if you're ready to walk in that peace again. You won't have to chase anymore. What I've set aside for you is already being drawn toward you. You didn't miss it. You didn't delay it. You didn't disqualify yourself. You've been right on time. Every closed door was a shield. Every rejection was protection. Every delay was divine. And now, the doors will open without you having to knock. Because you passed the test, you are stepping into acceleration. You are not behind, you're actually ahead. Because what you carry now, wisdom, depth, compassion, many people never develop. But you have. Through pain, through patience, through trusting me when you had no reason to. And now that you've come through the other side, I'm placing you in spaces that require what you've learned. Your voice is needed. Your spirit is ready. Your presence carries something that can't be copied. Others may wonder why things are suddenly changing for you. Let them wonder. You don't need to explain the favor I'm giving you. It will speak for itself. Your story is about to inspire people who doubted you, overlooked you, dismissed you, because I am the one who chooses, anoints, and elevates. And when I do it, no one can undo it. What I place in your hands now will multiply, not because you're striving, but because you're aligned. You may start to feel old things falling away, old habits, old patterns, old relationships. Don't fight it. That's me clearing the path. You can't carry old weight into a new promise. I'm setting you free from things that used to comfort you, but were actually keeping you stuck. You're not who you used to be. You're growing, rising, changing, and that growth requires space. So I'm giving it to you. The people who stay with you in this next season will be different, fewer, maybe, but more genuine. Because your heart has changed, and I'm surrounding you with people who match that change. People who love deeply, speak truthfully, and walk closely with me. You won't have to guess their intentions. They will carry peace, not confusion, love, not control, support, not envy. I'm replacing what hurt you with what heals you. The favor on your life is not a coincidence. It's the result of grace, yes, but also your consistency. You didn't give up when it got hard. You didn't let bitterness win. You kept forgiving, loving, trusting, hoping. That's why what's coming isn't random, it's divine alignment, and it will feel like pieces falling into place. Not forced. Just right. You'll step into rooms and feel at home, because it's where you were always meant to be. There's a light on you that wasn't there before, a glow, a strength. You may not see it yet, but others will. Don't be surprised when people start speaking blessings over you without even knowing your story. That's me moving through them to remind you, you are not invisible, you are not forgotten, you are chosen, and chosen ones are never overlooked in the eyes of heaven. Comment 1212 if you feel chosen and seen by God. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. The enemy thought this test would break you, but instead, it revealed you. It revealed the warrior inside, the worshipper, the one who wouldn't quit, the one who would rise again and again, even when everything said it was over. And that's who you are now, unshaken, grounded, secure, not because of what you own, but because of who owns you. I'm restoring everything with interest. The time you lost, the peace you missed, the strength you spent. I'm returning it all with more joy, more clarity, more strength. Not because you asked loud enough, but because your spirit stayed close to me. You'll find yourself laughing again, dancing again, breathing again, because your soul will remember what it feels like to live without fear. There's nothing ahead of you that I haven't already seen, nothing around you that I can't handle, nothing within you that I can't heal. Stay with me, trust my pace. You passed the test when it mattered most, and now it's my turn to show you what happens when heaven responds. Watch what I do next. You won't have to chase it. You'll walk into it naturally. You're already prepared. This season is not just about breakthrough, it's about identity. Knowing who you are in me, knowing what you carry, knowing what to say no to and when to say yes. Because now that you've passed the hardest test, you have access to new wisdom. This wisdom will protect you. It will guide your relationships, your decisions, your steps, and it will help you build, not just dream. The enemy wanted your silence. He wanted your surrender. But instead, I saw you rise. Not with pride, but with quiet courage. You whispered my name through the storm. You worshipped when the weight felt unbearable. You stayed true when it would have been easier to walk away. That's why I'm giving you more than you asked for, because your faith has proven itself trustworthy. And I always reward those who walk with me through the fire and still come out worshipping. Comment 1111 if you're stepping out of the fire, carrying faith, not fear. I'm not just restoring you to where you were, I'm taking you higher. That place of dryness, of confusion, of almost but not yet, that season has served its purpose. You don't need to carry those ashes anymore. You're not called to live in survival mode. You're called to thrive in my promises. This is not the beginning of another struggle. This is the unfolding of something long awaited. The release of what I stored up while you remained loyal in the hidden place. You may still feel the scars from the test. That's okay. They're not marks of shame, they're evidence of strength. They show what you've endured, and more importantly, what didn't destroy you. Wear them as a sign that grace was greater than every attack, that I never left your side, that even in your weakness I was your strength. The hardest test often leaves the deepest imprint, but it also reveals the greatest victory. People around you may not know the cost of your endurance. They may not understand how many times you cried behind closed doors, or how many prayers you prayed when no one was watching. But I know. And because I know, I'm repaying you in ways that no person can block. You're not waiting on a handout, you're about to walk into a divine outpour. Favor is chasing you because you kept walking with me when it felt like nothing was changing. Comment 222 if you're ready to receive the outpour God is sending your way. I want you to know you didn't miss your moment. You didn't fall behind. That delay was my way of preparing the exact place you'll step into. I don't release what's meant for you until the timing is perfect. You passed the test right on time. And now, what you felt was delayed is about to feel immediate. It will come quickly, not because you forced it, but because you trusted me. That's what opens the floodgates of heaven. This blessing won't come with confusion. It will come with peace. It won't bring fear. It will bring joy. It will be marked with my fingerprints, doors that swing open without effort, conversations that confirm your path, provision that arrives before you even realize you need it. That's how I work. Not by striving, but by divine strategy. You didn't manipulate your way here. You obeyed your way here. Everything is aligning now. You're going to see signs that confirm what I've already placed in your heart. Dreams that you laid down are being revived. Opportunities you thought passed you by are circling back. What once felt like a distant hope is becoming your present reality. Don't second-guess it. Don't sabotage it with doubt. This is me, your God, rewarding you openly for what you endured privately. I want you to stop living like you're still being tested. The test is over. You passed. You don't need to prove anything. This next season is not about striving, it's about receiving. I'm teaching you how to walk as a child again, trusting, resting, believing, not constantly checking for results, not begging for confirmation, just walking with me and watching how I unfold everything in its time.